2, 1. Hey folks, welcome to Bouncing Brains. I'm Sean Hatfield.
And I'm Freddy G. Welcome back.
We are recording this on the 23rd of September 2019. Episode 79, I believe. Sitting in with a friend of the podcast, John W. Thomas.
How y'all doing?
The W is for winner. Or when he's drunk, Wesley.
Hi, Wesley.
Wiener.
What's up, guys? How y'all?
How you been, man? It's been a while that we haven't sat down and kicked it, and I'm not even trying to be funny about it.
Yeah, I was on 70 episodes ago.
Yeah.
Y'all
No,
really?
you've been on twice. This is the third time, isn't it?
I'm trying to remember. Was it?
I think you've been on twice.
I think
Did we pull down this episode? Did you ask your episode pulled down?
No.
Okay.
I don't fucking know.
The only one that would have been justified for doing so, but no, that one's still up. We had him on. You were on with Roy, Bert, and
Rudy.
Joseph.
Yeah.
What?
So then it's
Rudy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You were on
That
3.
was-
Yeah. So
yeah.
this is your third. So then this is the
Yeah.
fourth
This is
one.
the fourth one. The third one was that day. I remember that. Then we had the show at the social club afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought you a Coke. You quit drinking.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
You say that like he had just quit drinking.
No,
It's always news to me. I always often remember he's like, oh,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah,
stop
every
drinking.
time. It never fails. Hey, man, you want a drink? I was like, I'll have a Coke.
The only time you have
Would
to
you like
tell
that
him that you're not drinking is when he is.
Yeah. He was like, would you like that in powder form? And I was like, not at the moment.
Not at the moment. Later, though. Yeah, you always hit me up.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know why he assumes I always have Coke on me.
Well, everything about your face says...
Everything about your nose says Coke, motherfucker.
Look, I know a lot of people that do blow. And you're the only person I know that has a story involving a jazz trumpist, and, or what, was it a trumpist? Did I get that right?
A reggae trombone player. Reggae trombone. He played reggae trombone.
Trombone. Okay,
Yeah.
not a trumpet.
Although he does play a lot of brass instruments, so probably sure trumpets under his repertoire.
Either way.
That sounds fucking interesting. A reggae trombone.
Yeah, I should have got him.
He's probably got something to promote, man.
He's probably, yeah, fuck you. Oh, man. Yeah, no.
So you've been on 4 episodes. What you been up to since the last time?
A lot of work, man. Just quit my job, started...
Oh, so you quit now? Because last time you were doing both because one wasn't holding the other.
Yeah.
Hey man, no bullshit. I commend you for doing that. The reason I say that is because it takes a lot of balls when you don't have money, or at least a steady income coming in, to say I'm gonna quit this to follow my dream, whatever the fuck that dream is. I don't care what it is. Because I've been debating to doing that. The only reason that it stops me is the fact that I have a kid. But I've told Sean before, I've contemplated, right now, my comedy career is not anywhere near stable. It'll get there for sure. Now I know, but it's not stable now. But I told him if I didn't have a kid, I would quit today. Because I know I'm going to get there. Yeah. It's just right now it's rocky and it's going to take a lot more time. But the only reason I haven't taken and I had somebody told me, it's it's because you don't believe in yourself enough. It's no, motherfucker, I believe in me, but it's just now another life depends on me. If I quit working, it's gonna impact her. So that's why I don't. That's the only reason as to why.
I mean, if you quit your job, I don't think she'll care. She's 2. She doesn't give a fuck.
As long as I have food in my belly, I'm good.
As long as you're bringing home juice boxes and Twizzlers, she's fine.
Wait till she's about 9 or so, and you're like, remember that time that Daddy was broke and unemployed? And no, good. Time that shit perfect.
Yeah.
Now I'm the fun parent.
Daddy sleeps on a blow-up mattress.
With a blow-up doll. Because mom's not here.
A lot of dad's furniture is blow-up, actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah, man. So I remember you telling me, aside from you doing the comedy and everything, which I strongly advise for you not to quit or walk away from. I'm not saying you did, but
It sounds like that's what you're insinuating.
no, I'm really not.
You picking
It's
him up on
just-
these subtle jabs?
Yeah.
But you said that you really enjoy tattooing. So my main point is, I really commend you for taking the step and fucking just saying fuck it and
Yeah, man. Like, I wasn't fucking happy.
yeah, and like that's the thing, man. Like I really like the job that I have now, but I'm not happy. But it has nothing to do with the job. It's a great. Okay, let me put it like this.
Do you like the pay? Is the pay good enough for you to be unhappy and still working?
Let me put it to you like this. The pay would be good if I was single and didn't have a kid. It would be great. But because I am single, but I have a kid, yeah, it's not working out.
Yeah.
But the thing is that there's no other job that would pay me like that here in the valley. Literally. You know what I'm saying? So if I were to go somewhere else, I would have to start from the bottom and then work my way up again. I mean, I'm not too far up the fucking corporate career ladder right now, but I'm not fucking at the bottom either. So
I'm sorry, but the idea of you climbing a corporate ladder is hilarious to me.
yeah. So even that climb is
You can
difficult.
see why he wouldn't want to do it again.
He already got halfway up.
Exactly.
He's tired.
Pretty much. So yeah, man, it's so what I'm saying is, cause I'm trying not to get fired. I do like the job, but it's not, it's like you said earlier, it's not my dream, man. It's like I'm following my dream. Unfortunately at the moment, my dream doesn't pay the bills yet. You know what I mean? So in that sense, because it's not my dream, like I'm not happy.
Yeah.
But like I see a bunch of other people that work at my place, and I've told them, I was like, hey man, like if you're happy here and this is what you want, because a lot of people there, dude, are just there for the holidays, like literally because they get holidays off and they have great benefits. That's why they're there. And I told them, if that makes you happy and you're fine and that's good, then be good, do your best and everything, and as long as that makes you happy, then that's fine. But it's just, I've always said, the corporate world is not for me. It's just, like, I've always said this, if I were to work a 9 to 5 for the rest of my life, and I die doing that, in my life, something ought to went horribly wrong. But I mean, like I said, I'm not trying to offend anybody. If that's what you want and that's what you picture yourself doing, working 9 to 5, I mean, everybody's going to need great employees at some point.
I mean, I can guarantee you no one working any job wants to work that job.
No,
But it's what you have to come home to, you know?
well, I mean,
Or your whatever passion
like,
you have that
but like
money facilitates.
You, for example, you do the tattooing thing. I'm pretty sure you do tattooing because this is what you love to do or what you like to do.
Yeah, I have a degree in it. I mean, art, not tattooing.
I was like, there's degrees for that shit?
Yeah, buddy, STC, check it out.
I just figured it was that meeting place of your interests. It's like you like to scribble and you're a bit of a sadist. But, you know.
Both are very true. It's just, no, I always wanted a career in art.
Yeah, right. but like that's what I'm saying. But that's technically not a 9 to 5 job.
It's much longer.
Or shorter. Could be.
Yeah, depending on your day, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So
oddly enough, one of the few modern jobs that still requires you to come into the office to do.
Yeah. It's like this weird freelance kind of work.
yeah.
I don't have to show up. My boss isn't going to fire me. Well, I mean, eventually he'll like put my shit in a box and wait for me to come get it.
Right.
But it's just, it's so, I don't know, like working a regular job and then just kind of saying fuck this and then doing that It's a real shock. Like,
Yeah.
I still wake up at like 6 a.m. from my old job, and it fucking blows.
I imagine so.
Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I'm pretty sure you could wake up and do other shit.
Yeah, but
In regards to the job that you have now, or the career you have now. See what I'm saying? Like me, for example, if I had my free time to myself to dedicate to my career, I would wake up and first of all, I mean, he would fucking hate it probably, but if I had that kind of time, this shit right here would not be happening right now. Shit right here would be happening between 8 and 10 in the morning.
oh, I'd fight you. I'd
Yeah.
tooth and nail. I'd kick your ass.
You see what I'm saying? Because this shit of like fucking, like staying up to like 1 in the morning, 12 o'clock at night, 11 is like fucking. Well, and see, because my thing is, going back to what you're saying, you still wake up at 6 in the morning. I wake up at 4:30 every day to like go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Is that out of like embarrassment?
No, no, it's because I became really passionate about like not dying. So
The age-old human conundrum.
Yeah.
How little work can I do
THC.
to not drop dead?
yeah, I'm
The human condition.
Ah, yes.
But yeah, man, I I mean, we're all gonna die at some point, right?
Yeah.
Hey,
But
you speak for yourself, sir.
How much mushrooms this man has ingested?
I'm riding this train as long as I can. They're gonna have to drag me off, man. I'm leaving nail
hey,
marks.
let me ask you that question, each one of y'all. And I think we've discussed this before, but I don't remember. You like if they gave you the option, that Matrix shit, Sean, if you take this blue pill, it's not gonna make your dick hard, but you will live forever. Would you take that option? If they told you you'll live forever and you'll be healthy and you'll never die, would you take that option?
Where's the monkey's paw come in here? Like, what's the
Well, I mean,
what's the downside?
Yeah,
what's the side effects?
The downside that I would
You have
see,
to watch your friends die, basically.
No, the other downside. I'll give you a downside. Everything you do now, which is like, for example, sleep, wake up, work, and everything else you do in your day, you have to continue doing. Like, you can't, like, just stop.
Oh no,
working.
that's bullshit, man.
Yeah, then you wouldn't.
That's all right. That's always been my point. Like the whole like life is short. It's like no, life is long as you fucking are paying attention, man. Like we all like that like say that what am I looking for here? Time flies when you're having fun. Yeah, but like when you're really concentrating on something, you can get a lot of shit done in a short period of time. And like
even then, you can say life can be short.
Oh yeah, life can be short if you're not paying attention and you're doing some boring ass shit that doesn't require you to think about it, man. I mean,
Yeah, but you could be doing that boring shit and a truck could plow through your house. The end.
oh yeah. See, that would be my caveat for immortality. Like, I would like to retain the option of possibly dying an accidentally violent death. Like, if I just sat still, I'd never die, never age. But like, if I went skydiving without a parachute, game over, man. You know what I'm saying?
But that's kind of, sort of not my point. My
Well, I answered your question. No, fuck, hell no. No, I wouldn't take that deal. I mean,
But you wouldn't take it. Why? Because you would live forever? Is that why you wouldn't take it?
no. The living forever part would be the bit that would be right up my fucking alley. It would be the whole like having to maintain the same.
So what the fuck do you want? Like, you want to live forever and sit on your ass? Is that what,
No, I want to live forever and have the option to just walk away from shit.
as in?
I mean, you kind of have to. Like, if you're staying 34 for 80 years, people are going to be like,
I'll be honest. If I'm having my fantasy scenario, I'm going back to 22.
No. Well, hold on.
I'd go back
19 was a tough one. It just like the beard hadn't quite grown in yet, and I was self-conscious. You know what I'm saying?
You still age, and you'll still like get old, but you'll never like go through the symptoms of getting old.
Wait. So I have
then
to do
fuck
this. I have to do the same thing for the rest of eternity, and I'm gonna get fucking all old and shit.
Yeah.
This is a shit deal. Who are you trying to sell this to?
You're the worst demigod.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
No wonder you're not in marketing.
But that's the
You
whole,
didn't stop climbing. You got stopped.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's the whole point. Like, because if you really think about it, just like the rest of the shit in life,
Right.
you're never gonna have an upside and an upside. There's always gonna be. You can take this upside, but then there's a downfall to it.
I mean, that's
And
just
it's up
on
to you to-
perspective.
No. Well, that's what I'm saying. It depends on what you would have to balance your shit out. It's like, okay, I'm gonna get this, but I'm gonna lose this. Is it worth it? Kind of like what he was saying.
Well, okay, think about the way modern medicine has led us to this place where, okay, used to be if you had a serious stroke, you're fucking done. Like, they can't repair that shit. There's no fucking fixing it. Now they have treatments. If they can get you into the hospital in, like, I think it's like a 30-minute window or something like that, they can immediately start doing things to kind of alleviate. And more people are surviving that. More and more people are surviving that in a condition they probably rather wouldn't have survived it in. You know what I mean?
Remember this word, fast. Face, arm, slurred speech, and time.
Yeah.
Well, what point I was getting at was like we can almost fix the emergency stuff a little bit better because I mean that's like the horrendous shit. Whereas like we didn't know it's like it was the diabetes we should have been focusing on. You know, like we're still trying to figure out how to. You know, there are people. I was talking to someone the other day that's fucking almost 10 years younger than I am, and they're on fucking like high blood pressure medication and fucking just all of these modulating.
I went on high blood pressure medication
In your mid-20s?
At the age of 26.
Yeah, no, it's not too far off, man. But that's what.
But that's because that's what the doctor said, right? But he said that it was like I was 26 and I had only been 3 years sober 3 years sober at the time.
Right.
So he said that a lot of that contributed from the years of abuse of like drug use and and drinking. Because when I was drinking, like I was fucking drinking. It wasn't like a social drinking. I was like drinking every day, getting shit faced every other day.
Well, consider it like this, man. Like if to draw a parallel, it would be like if they figured out how to cure hangovers, blacking out, and head trauma caused by falling face first on the ground. Like, you'd be like, oh man, that makes this whole like getting drunk thing way easier. You're still going to die of psoriasis or fucking, kidney failure or something down the line. So that's kind of what we've done with medicine, where it's like we keep you alive longer, but we still haven't figured out all the systematic issues. So that extra 20, 30 years, whatever you get, sucks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's where you're talking about, like, the give and take. It's like you get this and, it's like you might live till 90, but those last 20 years you're going to be shitting in a diaper.
Pretty much.
Which is not necessarily, I think that is the initial deal. And then slowly we're getting to the point where we can make it.
I'll tell you where I put this into perspective, and this shit like really happened. So I have a friend that I've known for like 7 or 8 years. He's known maybe 10. I don't fucking remember. But he came and he told me, he was like, hey bro, I was reading these articles. He said it was like 2 or 3 articles that he read that through stem cell research, they think they figured out how to regrow the cells to reverse the effects of cerebral palsy. And he's like, I think that in a couple of years, if this shit keeps going, there may be possibly a cure. And he just stayed silent, like waiting for my reaction. And then he's like, dude, it like, isn't that cool? And to be honest with you,
Freddy was like, fuck no, there goes my whole act.
Yeah. Did you read my post?
No.
That's what I posted. That's exactly what I said. I was like, hell no, bro, because then I could kiss my comedy career goodbye. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I told him, I was like, and then he looked at me.
Fuck human universals.
Yeah. He was like, well, that's a dick thing to say. I was like, dude, I don't care. I'm gonna slang these cripple jokes until I die. I mean, that's what it is. But to that was the funny part of it. I was just fucking with him.
There's gonna be a point where you're gonna be in one of those wheelchairs where you go like open the straw, but the wheel's gonna be like 100 spokes, you know.
So I took to put that into perspective. Like, honestly, it did make me think. I did start thinking, like, because I was writing too, and I was like, what if I woke up one day and there was no more limp, no more ADD, and no more dyslexia, right? For me, I'm saying, because I'm selfish like that. But and I was like, bro,
I feel like you should leave like a Rubik's Cube by your bed. Just wake up every morning. Nah, I can't. And one day you're gonna, oh shit.
Yeah, fuck that. No, but I was like if I wake up one day and that shit is gone, like, this is literally all I know. And this is gonna sound really fucked up, like really fucked up. But I don't want to be normal. Like, I don't think I'm missing any. Like, I'm not. What's I can run? Must be nice to run on two legs, huh?
It's pretty fucking great.
You know what I'm saying? But there's nothing that God, I'm gonna tell you another thing. When I was a kid, well, not a teenager, right? And I lost my virginity. Well, before I lost my virginity, my biggest insecurity, like as a man, as a boy, as a teenager, whatever the fuck it is you want to call it, was like I always figured, no girl's ever gonna approach me or like me because I'm crippled. I'm just telling you real shit. Like that. That's really what was going through my head, right? And but then I lost my virginity at 13, and I was like, oh.
Pity fucks do exist.
I was like, this shit don't matter.
She's just mad at her dad, that's all.
And the bitches like that are gonna continue to exist. You know what I'm saying? So no, but my point is, like, literally, I do mean that literally. Like, after I lost my virginity, I literally thought, I was like, oh, nothing matters. Like, I felt like I had accomplished everything I wanted to accomplish. So it was like, I literally thought my limb does not matter. It's just, so now that's why I think like, yeah, I don't need, like, I don't know how to say it, but what I'm saying is, like, I don't need to be normal. Like, yo, I really don't.
Look, man, to be honest, man, because there isn't.
Plus, no fucking handicap parking space. Fuck you.
That's the only thing I'm doing. So it's the only thing. If you can pass one of them little blue cars, dog, I would.
Hey, I don't know if I've asked you this before, but this is real shit. I think it's illegal, but if it's not, so one of y'all please educate me. I thought about selling those at my show. I can't do that, right?
No.
Fuck.
You gotta put your crippled ass in the back of a car.
Yeah, I thought of. Yeah. What if I sold fake ones? Is that worse?
That might be worse.
Yeah, because I was writing a bit about it, but I would to kind of market it, and then I was thinking of selling placards after that. But then I was like, I think that's illegal.
I mean, you could make novelty ones.
What does that mean? How is that different from
even
fake?
There, I think you might get into some issue.
Maybe like an off-color blue and have it say, this is fake, and have like your fucking face on it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Make it look fake enough where like no meter maid's gonna be like,
True. And I was going to say, have it no expiration date, but then there's that one motherfucker. Never expires.
And if someone tries to use it as actual handicap parking, they might need a real one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought of that. I was like, telling, but yeah.
All right, first of all, fuck y'all. That was a good one.
Yeah, no, I was just, for a second. It was like, are you going to insult the intelligence of our audio? Okay, never mind.
Of course I am.
But anyway,
How do you keep getting booked for this show?
So you weed.
Carlos.
But yeah, man. Like I thought, yeah, there's really not anything that I'm missing. And like I said before, like this is all I know. So if I was normal, honestly, go back to what you said earlier. If I did wake up one day and I was completely normal, probably the first thing that I would do would be run, see what it feels like. But
It's not that special.
But that's what I'm saying. But then I'm pretty sure that I'm still gonna figure out that you still get tired. I'm like, motherfucker, it's the same shit.
Yeah, like
It's the same thing, just easier.
Yeah.
you ever walk quickly?
Yeah.
Imagine that, but quicker. It's not that fucking hard to understand. Like, oh shit, running's dope. No,
Yeah.
fuck that.
So I was like, nah, I'm good. Y'all can keep y'all normal shit.
I'm gonna call bullshit on that.
On what part?
If you ever made your millions, sir, and like they came out with therapy tomorrow that was available, I think you would just be like, yeah, I'm gonna do that.
No, I really
Yeah,
do.
if you had the
mean it.
fucking money to piss away, yeah,
No, but
I'd do it.
But
Just fuck it.
I don't think Sean is getting my point. My point is that, okay, let me put it to you like this. Because I've seriously thought about this shit, and I even think that it would scare me a bit. See what I'm saying?
Now you're just being ridiculous. What do you mean?
Yeah, like because it's something that I've never had or done. So just think about it. Let me flip it around. What if you woke up one day and for no reason you had cerebral palsy? You were fine yesterday. And then you're going to have cerebral palsy for the rest of your life. Like me, though. You're not going to be necessarily entirely retarded.
Well, first thing I'd do,
Rewrite my act.
I'd call every agent of like a gang of shows. Hey, Al, come on. Let's do it.
You got the face for it, for sure.
Yeah, I'd be like eating my little crippled hand. Come here.
Yeah. So, but see,
Just a gang of material.
it's the same shit. You know what I mean? Like, how do you think that would honestly make you feel?
I mean, kind of take this away from me. I keep fidgeting with it. It would kind of fuck me up because, like, can you draw?
No. Fuck no.
Yeah, so that would probably fuck with me a lot.
But on the upside, your dick works.
It's not a bad trade, Johnny.
You're implying that doesn't work now. It still works. Nothing changed there. Is it crooked too?
No.
Shit.
Yeah, but so going back to Sean's point, yeah, man, I don't think I like if I could pay to take the limp away, I don't think so.
I'm not saying you do it like tomorrow and put the shit on layaway, man. I'm just saying, like,
Can I come back next Christmas real quick? You know,
Sir, not only your legs are fucked up, but your credit is too.
like, yeah, we'll do it as soon as you pay. Yeah, look, man, I'm just saying, like, I think it's one of the, like, look, I've been a lifelong wearer of glasses. Like, at this point, I've been wearing it for 25 plus years.
but that's different though, because you can still see.
Not without these glasses, my friend.
Yeah, but that's different.
Let me put it this way. I can see about as well without these glasses as you can walk down the street with no handrails.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. But the thing is, you could, like,
As a matter of fact, I move about as fast as you do because I cannot see that fucking badly.
He's got a better walk than you, though. He kind of does this thing.
I just hum Thriller, and people are like, "Oh, okay." No.
We get it.
Yeah, but what I was going to say was, man, like, look, I've had the option at certain points, like I've had like insurance at various points in my life, and I could have gone for like the like say
LASIK.
No, contacts. Not the LASIK. Honestly, at that point in time, like where I had the insurance, I wouldn't have trusted any of that shit. My understanding is now the LASIK and the other one, which I never remember the name of it, but yeah, it's worth it, and it lasts for, you can go like 7 years to a decade without having any issues or any regression. So yeah, if I had the money in my pocket right now, I'd probably do it. But yeah, I mean, like, I am honestly surprised at the amount of situations that, like, again, I'm not trying to say like, oh, having glasses is the same thing as cerebral palsy, but I'm saying like
that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying though.
Johnny's telling me he's got to go talk to a man about a thing. So, just remember, there ain't no glory hole in there. That hole is,
That's a river ratatouille comes out, right?
yeah. If he starts offering you French food, don't take the tip.
Yeah.
I'm just mixing all kinds of metaphors at this point. Where was I going with this? Yeah, man. But I'm saying it's one thing to go like, yeah, I can continue to live my life with like limitations, but like the whole point, if there's any point at all to having some kind of wealth, it's that state of being where you just go, oh, this needs fixing. I'm going to fix it. And you just do. I mean, that's what wealth always meant to me. It was like the ability to not necessarily buy the frivolous things, but like when you need to do a thing, when you need to spend money on, this, that, or the other, you just do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm saying, like, don't get me wrong, maybe you want to live with that, like, for some sort of like stoic reason, like, it's my.
No, it's more of a thing. No, it's not even that, because like I said, that for me is more of a thing of like, this is all I know. So then doing that would be literally life changing.
Right.
So I don't think I would want to relearn what my life would be like.
Fair enough.
You know what I'm saying? Now, going back to your point, I'm not saying 1,000% I would not do it. Like if there was a cure that I could pay millions of dollars for, and then you just get injected or whatever, and then hey, it's gone. Kind of like polio.
The crazy thing when you start talking about the stem cells is when you listen to the accounts of some of the people that have taken it for various reasons.
Yeah,
it's not like a post-surgery type of thing where you're going like, okay, now you gotta.
No, it's a therapy thing.
Yeah, you walk in, they stick you with the needle, and then like you just
walk out.
Yeah,
better.
Yeah. Well, no, listen.
No. Well, I mean, but what I'm saying is, I don't think
it's like an instantaneous thing, but you do hear some like maybe placebo type effect going on.
But eventually,
yeah, it just gets. That's the thing, though. It just gets better. It's not like you have to. Like with surgery, you're having to fuck yourself up so that you can heal properly.
There's this story. There's this famous, not famous, but there's this story about this lady. She was literally 85 years old, and she couldn't walk anymore because the cartilage in her knees. Like she had no more cartilage because when she was her whole adult life and young life, she worked out in the fields, so that fucked up her knees when she was working or whatever. So at 85 years old, she just couldn't withstand the pain. She was on painkillers. She was like addicted to painkillers, and she was like, I can't take this. I'd rather die. So long story short, she started stem cell therapy. And through stem cell therapy in a period of 3 to 6 months. Oh, so then before I say that, she actually tried to get knee surgery, and then they told her, if you get knee surgery, we're basically going to give you fake knees. If we give you fake knees, these are the repercussions. And she was like, you're basically telling me that you're going to put on me more pain down the road, right? So then
How old was she?
85.
There's no down the road.
See, here's the thing, man. We are getting to a place where there is a little bit more down the road after that, though.
So my point before John totally fucked this lady up.
Look, I'll tell you what, man. Look up 90-year-old joggers. There's more of them than there is they have any business being. But.
Yeah. So with this lady, she got that stem cell research 3 to 6 months later.
Average lifespan is 70 years.
Well,
Worldwide?
U.S.
I was thinking it was 75 for 78 for women and 75 for men.
That's what I was thinking.
And remember, that's the average. That's not...
As of 2015, 78.7.
For women or men?
Just whatever.
Just whatever.
What the fuck is that 0.7? Is that 7 months?
0.70% of a year?
Oh, man, I'm trying to remember who fucking does that joke. It's like, they told my aunt she had 6 months to live. By God, they were right.
So anyway, this lady got that stem cell therapy and shit, and 6 months later, because she couldn't walk anymore, like I said, at all. She was like in a wheelchair and shit.
Right.
So 6 months later, this 85-year-old lady about to turn 86, she was walking again like it was, but I mean walking, no cane, no nothing, and she was good. And then they took x-rays of her fucking knees and shit, and they saw that the cartilage in her knees, in her joints, started to what do you call it? To reappear. There's a right word for it. Yeah, regrow or whatever.
Well, I'm fascinated especially after listening to that one podcast that Joe Rogan did with Mel Gibson and that doctor that was working down in Costa Rica.
Yeah.
It was Costa Rica, right?
Yeah, and now that's where he takes his mom. Wait, no. Yeah, now that's where he takes his mom. Have you heard that story?
No.
Because of that doctor that he talked to, whatever. Now his mom and Mel Gibson's dad have the same doctor. So once a year, I think they fly down to Costa Rica to give her that therapy because she has the same problem with one of her shoulders or both of her shoulders.
Yeah, Gibson's dad, who,
he's 93 or 98 or some shit.
And look, here's the other thing. Mean people do live longer, and that guy's a mean son of a bitch. Yeah. So, I mean, when you're like, he's 100 years old, and what?
When you have money, you live longer.
Not always true, man. I've known.
Can you afford stem cell research? Stem cell treatments?
No, which is always why you run into some 90-year-old mean son of a bitch, living off the fucking government dole, and you're just like, die already. Just die.
Like it's.
I think I was like my great grandfather.
Just so you know, it's expensive for like us because we're broke. I'll say myself because I'm like really broke. But if I was on the salary that I'm now, I didn't have a kid, and I'd have just an additional like $2,000 more yearly on salary, I could afford like stem cells like once every 3 months, and I think they only do it like once every 6 months, like the like at most. So what I'm saying is, it's expensive, but it's not ridiculous.
It's not unattainable.
Yeah, it's not ridiculous. Especially like if it's gonna fucking alter and change your life positively like that. Yeah, man.
So you could start like a GoFundMe.
Yeah,
and you could just. I'm
pretty sure because I have asshole friends that don't even support my shows. I don't even think they would support me. Fucking yes, I fucking said it.
There was one time Rudy Barba asked me for $20, so I sent him a picture of me burning a 20.
Wow.
You gotta be committed to the bit, man.
Yeah, man. Anyway, point and moral
or the yoke of capitalism.
Okay.
Point and moral of the story is that it is affordable. Like if you really would set your mind to like.
I'm waiting for like cybernetic prosthetics to be like popular.
That is kind of popular.
But I mean, like some cool shit, like some Blade Runner legs or something.
Yeah, you do know that those exist. There was this story about that little girl that she was born with no legs.
Yeah.
And then they gave her those robotic legs, but then she could move.
Yeah.
With her brain.
I'm talking about them being like really good.
Oh, I don't know.
Not like. Excuse me. I'm gonna offend some people.
Oh,
not where they kind of like have to turn their arm and then they think real hard.
To grab something.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm talking about like just
Yeah.
fucking going.
Well, you know what? The
My question is, like, what happens if you run out of battery? Say that you're jerking off with your newly working hand, and then it just jams mid-stroke.
I would.
Well, would you really call 911?
No. Why would I?
Well, no, first of all, any competently built piece of machinery, when it loses power, it's going to lose fucking...
Not all the time.
And even
something like that. We're not talking about industrial equipment. You know what I mean? It's just like... Nobody wants to get stuck in like an odd angle.
Even if it doesn't, and I'm just there holding my dick, I got hips. Just grab my... Just go to town. I'll finish. And just slip on out.
You're calling up customer support, like you're telling them what's happening. They're like, do you want to know what the release catch is? It's like, no. I want to know what kind of cleaning solution I can use on this.
Oh, just bleach. Oh, okay, thank you. Yeah.
No, we're just calling to know because I want to know what you're wearing. No?
I get you now. Yeah. What's your name's Teresa? When that shit gets popular, I'm buying another set of arms. I'm getting like the extra thumbs. Did y'all see that on Facebook? I thought that was dope.
Yeah. One for... How does it go?
No, they just give you like an extra thumb on my hand.
Yeah, but imagine what you could do with two thumbs.
Like throw up a whole gang sign.
I spell blood on one hand.
Spell blood on one hand. Where you at, 6'9"? No, really, where you at?
Apparently.
In the Witness Protection Agency. I slurred that for some fucking reason.
Yeah.
Some tattoo removal artist on government contract went cha-ching.
Speaking of tattoo removal.
Oh, you're going to have to find a guy.
No,
what the hell did you do?
That is the removal.
What the
Wait, what?
fuck?
The fuck? Let me see.
This looks better.
What the hell did you do?
You know those neat cell laser pens?
Dumbass.
Okay.
No, go ahead, but dumbass.
What the fuck, bro? Let me see.
Are your eyes as bad as fucked as his? Come on.
Dude, that looks...
Awful.
Hold on, John. Show it to the camera.
And it looks like
really
it fucking
don't.
hurts, bro.
Oh, okay. Just let's... Yeah.
It's fucked. We bought it off of Amazon.
Yeah, that's where you fucked up.
Okay. They sell two types. They sell like one for tattoo
Amazon
removal.
is all you had to say.
Uh-huh.
Really? You're
And
gonna...
they sell the other one for like freckle
Amazon.
and mole removal.
Uh-huh.
I didn't read the manual. I just bumped that bitch up to 3. I was like, all the bars. All the bars. I don't know what the bars
You didn't
did.
try like some hair removal first? You just went, fuck it, let's burn some tissue?
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna die young. I've accepted that. I'm gonna kick it young.
I don't know about young, but you might die pretty ugly.
But this is just like this is like a 2nd degree burn.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck.
Yeah.
How old is that, by the way?
A week tomorrow.
Does it hurt?
Yeah, if you like poke it.
But does it hurt
No,
now?
like, I can do all. I'm fine. It's just
Yeah, please don't do that again.
You trying to learn
think
both
we
sides of the industry here?
yeah,
What are you, God? I give and take?
exactly. I mean, I just wanted to understand it, and for me, I'm like a tactile learner.
Okay.
I learn by doing.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Clearly, this one I did wrong. This one I did better.
Better?
It's not that.
Okay, fair enough. I'll be honest. When I saw that, I don't know if you watched that show Preacher, but there's like a line on there where one of the characters is like, I just want to carve a vagina in his forehead. And it's like, that's exactly what that looks like.
It was a leaf, but it worked because you don't see any ink there.
And I'm just curious though. What were you trying to remove?
A leaf.
A leaf?
Yeah.
Like a green leaf?
Yeah.
That was so important that you had to fucking light your fingers on fire.
Yeah.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is exactly why the generation of tomorrow or today is gone to shit.
Part of your fucking generation.
Like I said, I'm trying to inject stem cells and get rid of my handicap parking, and you're burning your fingers off.
Hey,
We're trying to give up benefits here.
at least we're not fucking baby boomers.
True. Well,
Last generation's going to
Wait,
be paid
are
out by
those-
Social Security.
yeah.
I already cashed that in. Oh man. So I quit my job, right? quit my decent paying job that I work with my family.
What did you do again, real quick?
I
forgot.
was a plumber.
Yeah, I remember.
Plumber.
Yeah, I remember those pipes that you never brought. I remember.
We're not gonna have this conversation on there
Yeah.
because I'm right and you're wrong.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Not like every other bitch I've spoken to. But go ahead.
John,
That's
rebuttal.
awesome. Yeah, rebuttal. That's your AC guy.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh yeah. Quit my job.
All
Felt
right.
great. Felt wonderful.
Yeah.
I was like, happiness, freedom. I can do what I want to do, and I did it. And that first week at the not the new job, but what I was already
Job
doing, the
that you
tattoo shop.
continued?
Yeah.
The new chosen career.
The new chosen career path was lucrative. I made about $500. I was like, hey,
In how long?
A
If you don't
week.
mind. A week, okay.
I was like, fucking great. You know, I was like buying food for the family. I was thinking about
Now, real quick, pause the story, just because I'm going to forget to ask you. Because I don't know. We've gotten through the point that I can't draw, so I'll never know that. But as far as, do you know how taxes work? That's a serious question.
just edit out that amount I said. just edit out the amount I said. Yeah, I know how taxes work.
No. But, no, I'm not asking you because I'm saying because I don't know.
We just do the Hanna-Barbera transition. Later, after Googling Wesley Snipes.
Yeah. Honestly, in this type of work, I suppose I could pay taxes.
See, but you don't have to. Technically.
Pretty sure I have to.
Well, I mean, you have.
Maybe we shouldn't talk about this in the
We
podcast.
really shouldn't.
Yeah.
All right, so continue the story.
Smoke bomb.
Play.
Ninja Star.
Press play.
Yeah. That first week, very lucrative. I was feeling like I made the right choice.
It always does, doesn't it?
So, like, I bought the kids' toys. I bought food for the family. Like, we're going to
Hey,
Chick-fil-A.
thank you for being responsible, by the way. Because that's the first thing you did.
Yeah, like,
You weren't selfish about it. Okay, I spoke too soon.
Hold on.
I should have been selfish about it. Because I had that car payment, you know. Got this new 2018.
What the fuck, for real? What
Yeah.
is it?
It's Fusion.
Nice.
Not
I
a-
don't care. It's a 2018.
Yeah, it's a nice car. And I can barely afford it.
Fuck.
And, well, okay. I can afford it. It just kind of like sucks.
Yeah.
If I had the old job, it still kind of sucked, but it was doable. And I switched to this one. That first week was great. And I was like, psh, all the weeks are going to be like this.
Yeah, no.
I'm on top of the world.
Just out of curiosity, had you signed the deal on the car before you quit your job?
Yeah. I'm not going to tell the dealership. We're going to cut this out. just bleep some stuff.
Yeah. Well,
No, it doesn't matter. They don't know me. They're not gonna look me up. Maybe, whatever. They don't know that I lost my decent job and now I'm working kind of this thing.
No, look, just to explain that like reaction, like the first part of it was me being like, "Oh, John, how could you?" And then it was like me being like upset with myself and being like, "Why did you expect responsibility?"
I've been keeping up with the payments on time, not late at all. I'm doing fine. But it was naive of me to think that all those weeks were going to be that good. Then I got my 401k. Which was a large amount of money. 7 years of work, putting so much in. So, instead of sitting back on that money comfortably, paying off what I could if I couldn't make it, I took half that money. And I'm opening a tattoo shop.
So is that bad or? The reason I'm asking is because I don't see that as a bad investment.
I mean, it's not bad. It's just I put a lot of eggs in one basket.
I still don't see it as a bad investment. And I'm going to tell you why. Real quick.
Okay.
Like, again, we go back, and this is not a joke. We go back to how we started this conversation. This is like your dream, right?
Yeah.
So if this is your dream...
Oh, no. Like, when I quit, I knew
No,
that none of my life was going to be any more half measures.
No. But I'm not. I'm past.
I'm in like Flynn, baby.
Yeah, I'm past the point of you quitting. I'm at the point where like, so you invested this money to opening your tattoo shop. So this could go one of two ways. Either you're gonna fail, which I'm hoping that everybody in this building is not hoping for that, even though I'm the asshole. But
I would never wish that
it was
upon
for
you.
comedic measure. I'm sorry.
what I'm saying.
Also, I would be the first to make a joke if it did, but that's not.
And you have that right.
But there's also the big possibility that it may work, right?
Right.
And I go back to the risk and reward. It's one of those things as if like, if it doesn't work, well, fuck, it didn't work. What I'm saying is, I'm pretty sure that if it doesn't work, you're not gonna die. That's not good.
What?
Your AC turned off. Oh no.
Oh shit! I thought it was
No.
My bad. Anyway, so
my equipment sounds like that.
So like, you're not gonna die.
No,
I'm 99.9% sure you're not. Right? So say that you take the approach and you wouldn't put these eggs in this basket, so then you'll never know if it worked.
Yeah.
And then you would have to live with the fact of like, what if it would have? To me, that would be much more of a hard hit to take. So that's what I'm saying. I don't think it was a bad idea. Plus, well, I'm not going to say that, but
say it.
nah.
Coward.
Nah, because of your relationship. Well, what I was going to say was, plus you don't really have kids, but you kind of do.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Been planning for another one on the way.
What? Oh, shit.
Planning for it.
Oh, okay. I thought it was already
I know
on the
that's
way.
why you were like, oh, no one in the valley plans for children.
But yeah, man. So
Just say your dream board. Your dream board has to look like paper mache at this point. Just random scraps just stuck on top of each other.
and
It's like, I remember what all these are. I'll get to them.
And like for example, I'm gonna give you an example. I'm pretty sure you already thought of this. But let's say, right, you open up your own shop, and like, let's say that it didn't work, and you're like, oh fuck, I have to close up or whatever. You could, in this kind of business, and I don't know a lot about it, but in this kind of business, I would figure, even if you have to close shop, you can still take your shit, literally, and you can
Go
set
somewhere
up
else.
shop. Not only go somewhere else, but say let's take the worst of the worst. Let's say that you can't go somewhere else. You could always literally go home
Yeah.
and work from home.
Just do it out of there. People
Yes,
do
sir.
it. Yeah.
I can't go home and do jokes from home. You understand what I'm saying?
People do it all the time. It's called Twitch.
Yeah, how successful? Exactly.
Have you heard of Ninja?
No.
To be honest, the most successful are not that funny.
They're really not. They're just,
They're entertaining for completely different reasons.
yeah, it's more like exaggerations of like how people normally act.
Yeah. But I mean, that's my
Every once in
point.
a while, you scream the N-word.
So like that's what
Every once in a while, you pay some Pakistani men to write the N-word.
I fucking love Fiverr.
So that's what I'm saying. Like even like it would take a lot for you to completely fail.
Yeah. I mean,
You know
the
what
way
I mean?
I see it.
So what I'm trying to tell you is that like even if you because you did this, doing this is still kind of safe, and if it does work, the reward is way bigger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The way I see it, money.
That is the most encouraging, ladies and gentlemen, that I've been all day today. Because I've been a piece of shit for the most part.
That's very nice, Freddy. Johnny, keep the receipts. We're coming up on the first hour right now.
Ain't that a bitch?
We'll take a quick break and we'll come back and refill our water glasses and whatnot.
Word.
3, 2, 1. All right.
So we haven't died yet. We are back.
Yeah. I mean, they have no idea how much time we took between this recording.
Yeah. It's just short.
John's shop was open. It was going great until that hooker was found dead in the fucking front doorway. And I mean, shit. I'm sorry, Johnny. I'm sorry.
Y'all can't prove that.
I'm retarded.
Yeah. And your
That hooker was a hologram.
your recollection is questionable at best. This man has done a lot of drugs, Your Honor.
So what other avenues has your newfound career given you so far? Because aside from your new given freedom, because I'm pretty sure that's one of the best parts.
Well, like as far as what? Like, what do you?
Like just in general, like I said, like now you have a lot more freedom. I mean, I'm pretty sure you also have a lot more shit to worry about. But as far as the positive end of it, like right now, aside from the freedom, what else have you been able to benefit from?
Substantially better, like mental health. I'd say.
That's can you? I like that.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate more on that?
Yeah. No, I
I'm
just.
starting to sound like a fucking interviewer and shit. I don't mean
It's
to
kind
sound like
of your thing. It's kind of
No.
what we're doing right now.
that. Not really.
No, like yeah, I fucking feel better about myself. I'm not doing a job I hate. I can literally have the whole day to be creative, which is cool.
Are you creative?
I am. I've been painting, drawing, just making shit, right?
Right on.
Which kind of sucks up all the creativity of writing.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, like I don't know. I can't fucking write a joke now. It's rough.
Yeah.
It's really rough.
But I also think it's one of those things where, like, it's like learning to drive. Once you kind of learn, it doesn't go away. You just kind of need to bring it back out and polish it a bit. Kind of like,
And blow the dust off it.
Run over a few curbs. Yeah, I got you.
pretty much. Yeah. Break a little too early, too late. That was a lady.
That was a hooker.
That was that hook.
That was that hooker Sean killed. Sean Hatfield. No,
Yeah, and drop full names.
killed a whole hooker.
You
It's
could have
like
just
point.
taken half.
What?
Yeah. But you did the whole thing.
Look, man, I know I've done cannibal jokes in the past, but let's be reasonable here. I'm going to go for fresher meat.
Word.
Come on, Johnny.
Thoroughly tenderized.
Oh.
Comes basted too.
Wait, you said you liked roast beef.
Kind of.
Arby's roast beef sandwich. I'm spouting fucking words right now. It's like verbal shit posting. I hate it.
The kind of pussy that looks like if it could talk, it would say.
The kind of pussy looks like a predator's mouth.
Jesus.
Where did I hear that? Somewhere. Fuck. No, when I had like my fucking regular day job.
Just picture you in the bedroom, you open up the eyes and you're just like, oh, you're one ugly son of a bitch.
Come on, kill me, do it. Fuck.
She's yelling at you for being an asshole. You're like, I'm right here.
Come on.
I could have gotten to the chopper, but I stayed.
Oh man.
So,
yeah.
let me ask you this, man. A bit of a like you're still getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning. What's the difference in that wake up, man?
Jerk off twice instead of once.
Important questions.
Nah, I'm up early. Honestly, as of lately, I've been trying to like pick up kind of like old school animation.
Hmm?
I kind of want to make like a movie.
Like a real movie?
No, like an old school Disney animation. Like I don't know.
No, I know that, asshole, but I meant like an actual movie.
Yeah, like maybe not a feature length. I feel like that'd take a little bit too long.
Like 30 minutes?
Maybe 30, 45. But just like learning that process, watching a whole shitload of YouTube videos.
You know what makes it, I mean, again, I don't know how to draw, but what I've seen on YouTube that makes it real easy, that Surface Pro book, bro.
Yeah.
That one movie that Pixar did, the one with the weird fucking costumes, and I think it's about Christmas or some shit. It just came out like 2-3 years ago. Anyway, there's a legitimate professional Pixar movie that they released. That whole movie, from beginning to end, was done on that Surface Pro with that pen. Like from start to finish, credits, everything.
The one about Christmas.
Might have been, or no, it wasn't Thanksgiving. It's a fucking holiday. I don't know. And they were wearing weird costumes.
Wait, the one about the kid and
I didn't watch it. I just saw the documentary.
Just like it came. I didn't watch it.
Yeah, but I mean, I just saw.
Those of y'all paying attention, Freddy's got a weird thing about costumes. It just
yeah, like it was. I just saw the documentary where they were like, you know, we did, and they even did a commercial for it. They were like,
Well, I mean, they've been doing like digital animations, gosh, since we were kids, man. Fucking Toy Story. It's only gotten better.
yeah, but what I'm saying, my emphasis was that whole movie was created on that what is it? A laptop is considered a laptop? Is that what
The
it is?
Surface Pro, I think it's
It's a laptop.
something like that. Yeah.
it's a tablet.
Big
Or a tablet,
yeah.
whatever. Well, the point is that they created that whole movie on that thing. So I was saying, if you ever do, I think that's all you need.
Well, not only am I frugal, and I'm also an old son of a bitch stuck in his ways. I don't know. I've tried the whole iPad thing. It's fun, but it's not the same as like pencil and paper, you know?
So how does that? I don't know if you've done enough research, but how does that work? Like is that how cartoons were made, like on pencil and paper, and then just put it on a projector?
Up until about the late 90s, man, almost
Yeah.
everything was done that way.
There was a lot of like cell paintings.
So
and-
that's how that, like, you want to take it back to that, and
I think I could.
no, I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying that's what you want. That's what you mean. That's the direction that you would take it.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be like some 3D shit, like Toy Story.
No. Well, I mean,
Aside from the tactile thing, because like I've tried to like mess around with like doing, fucking around with different tablets and shit like that. Only really come across one that was great, and that was in a university computer laboratory, in their art program. I've never come across any other, like, what are those called? The stylus that worked as well. Is it the actual feel of the materials?
I've tried the iPad Pro, and they're like the iPad Pen, and that was kind of cool. It's
different.
It's different, and the time it takes me to do something on there versus the time it would take me to do it with like a regular pencil. It's like how I kind of measure, like, ooh, let's draw a rose and fucking undo.
How long does it take you to draw something, anything? Like that it's a moderately big piece, like a medium piece of anything, but that has detail in it, like a flower, a big flower.
Like, I don't know, maybe fucking 10 minutes.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
I thought it'd be longer.
No, like it's a flower. Pound out a flower real quick.
That's crazy.
I think the only problem you would run into would be the cost of finding cells, really, and also getting the kind of setup that you need to have the multi-panel like animation going on.
Yeah. See, that's where like I kind of don't understand how it is. Like I understand like the frame by frame kind of the animation that kind of makes sense to me, but like I understand they painted cells and you can buy cells from old cartoons. They're still very popular.
From what I understand, like but you're again, I keep forgetting you're going old school. Yeah.
What's hard to even find cells anymore? There's there were whole industries in like Japan and
to be
Korea
honest with you,
I
don't even know what the fuck like that means. So
just a see-through transparent piece of plastic.
Oh, I got the transparency. That's what they're called, the transparency.
Yeah, pretty much. It's almost like what they'd have back in school, where you'd put it over.
The ones that you put over the projector, right?
Okay, fair enough.
The ones that you put over the projector?
Yeah, essentially like the same principle, but people would sit there and paint a background.
Yeah.
And then you'd have, like, say, multi-layered rigs over that light box. So you'd have the background and then the foreground.
It's kind of like that little thing where when we were kids, you put the film in it, you put it to your eyes, and you flip the little thing. What's that called?
Kind of like that, but imagine if you had, like, two at the same time, so you could
was with two.
Yeah, but
at some point.
Okay, you have like your background, midground, and your foreground, and they're layered on each other. Light coming through it, so you get depth.
Okay, no, I get that.
Yeah,
but I don't get how you were saying that that you wouldn't find it.
Oh, because there's
they don't make them anymore.
Not really, no.
I want to say like it's something upwards of 95% of the animation that's done nowadays is done digitally.
Yeah.
Which I was going to say, and I was having this conversation with Leo at one point about doing the graphics stuff. It's not the actual like producing, content so much as being able to manipulate it. And when you start fucking around with like the vector graphics and being able to move elements within the image, which is just I checked out of art programs before that was ever a thing, and I just never bothered to self-teach. But like watching people who can do it well. Like you're talking about, like, well, I can do this so much easier.
I watched the guy do it on Procreate. Or not Procreate, but... Fuck, I forget the name of it.
I've seen a couple people Procreate.
Yeah. That's a nice one. Yeah. Essentially, what the guy did, he drew, like, a starting position, a mid, and the final pose. And he would take that layer, superimpose it, draw another one, and he would just draw the in-betweens and the in-betweens.
Right.
And then he would kind of play that. And it would go like this scroll, right, stretch, yawn, normal pose.
Yeah.
Then he did the whole background. It seemed a lot easier over the computer. I don't know why I'm just fucking myself by trying to do it old school.
Yeah, I was going to say, man, like that's, all right, cost from trying to find the stuff, but also I think there is that kind of like barrier of entry where it's like, it's very easy to tell how versatile some of those tools are, but if you haven't spent the time with them, it's all just gibberish and fucking make-believe.
Yeah, it could cost so much money, but I don't know how to fucking use it.
Yeah. Hey, look, we could be live streaming this podcast on multiple fucking distribution channels, but I'm not because I don't fucking know how to do it.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pornhub feed coming soon. We're bringing you back to that one, John. We're bringing
He's like,
you back
well,
to
her
that.
shit, well, I guess it is.
Whoa, you're my stepsister. I don't like how that has become like a. I say become. It's always been there, but I don't know how
I was
popular.
about to say
I
that
fear
was,
that this is the turn, like where Japanese porn got really fucking like just weird, and then all of a sudden they stopped fucking each other, and like I fear that we're coming to that point.
Yeah.
Like,
I think one of my biggest fears, like in regards to what y'all are talking about.
It's getting fucked by your stepbrother. Yeah. Totally reasonable.
No, worse. Like, I fear that in the near future, and again, it's fucking cringe when I say it, but like that I think that they would want to normalize like kid porn. Because you know how you got these sick fuckers that at this very moment, this very day, are trying to.
Have you heard of Lolly?
Oh, who?
Loli.
No, who's that?
It's not a person. It's
Oh.
there are a couple phrases you learn when you start reading dirty Japanese cartoons.
Yeah.
There's.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying where I got that idea from was when these fuckers started to.
It's already kind of being normalized. It's been kind of normalized.
No, but isn't it illegal? So, yeah.
No. You can
It's
watch
not illegal here. I mean, in this country.
when you frame it a certain way. We can hop on Hulu and watch a show with like a. Okay.
Watch your words here, John.
So there's a vampire who's 3,000 years old.
Mm-hmm.
A full-grown woman, correct?
Okay.
But she got turned into a vampire when she was 8.
Okay.
So she has that 8-year-old body. This is a side character in a fairly popular anime that you can watch on mainstream streaming services.
No, but that's still not necessarily porn. I'm talking about real porn.
Oh, like,
Yeah, that's what the fuck I was talking about.
okay.
That's why I was trying to set the example of like these fucking people that when that whole transsexual movement and shit started, they were trying to start their own move of like what did they call it? Pedosexual.
Yeah.
That shit. So I was like, if they're trying to do that, again, going back to my original point, that is one of my biggest fears, that this society will begin to normalize, hey, it's okay to fuck a kid.
There are always going to be people that are going to be making those pushes. And I think we're going to have the conversation over and over again, especially since, because like, look, there's with the gay marriage thing, it was like, what, next thing people will be marrying their dogs? And it's like, no, nobody's going to marry their dogs, but I guarantee you there's somebody out there who wants to marry their dog. So like, we need to start slowly dividing those conversations where it's like, okay, transsexuals, fine. Transsexual kids, not fine.
Why not? I'm not saying I'm fine with it, but that's the question you're going to get.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And here's the thing: there's even the argument.
Your brain's not fully developed to the age of 25.
It's like exactly. So that's my whole. And I mean, I don't want to go on a whole fucking tangent on this, but that's my whole. First of all, I'm not homophobic. If you're gay, be happy, be safe.
You're not homophobic?
Yeah.
Kiss Sean right now.
What do you? That
Why don't you volunteer, fucker?
that would prove nothing. Anyway, so what I'm saying is,
Okay.
like, if you're gay and you're happy as long as you're safe and you're not hurting anybody, be gay. That's fine. I have no problem with that. But don't push homosexuality on kids. That's where I have a problem with it.
Well, yeah.
Because a kid, no.
That's what everyone has a problem with.
And I'm glad that there's still people that feel like that. That it's like, well, yeah, that's not right. But there's people today where they see it wrong, as in, why wouldn't you want to teach a kid that homosexuality is okay?
There's nothing wrong with that, but it's when you're like, I feel like you're like pushing this, I guess, dogma on a brain that's not fully developed to make their own choices.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
and then they get even more mad when you lay the example of like trying to tell a kid that it's okay to use a drug. And it's like, well, wait a minute, motherfucker. It's not like using a drug, because are you saying that gay people, like being gay, is an addiction? Well,
we're getting into a slippy area.
Look, I think there are only two scenarios you ever need to discuss sexuality, and specifically homosexuality, with a kid. Either one, little Timmy comes home and goes, hey, my best friend's, penis holds an attraction for me. In which case you go, okay, let's talk about this.
And no more sleepovers at Johnny's house. Go ahead.
Yeah, those are the conversations you got to get to, where it's like, well, I mean, how does Johnny treat you as a person? Does he respect you as does he listen to your dreams? But the second one would be if, some kid, some small kid starts throwing around like faggot or fucking something like that, or,
That's different though, because faggot can mean a lot of things.
True. Traditionally, it means a bundle of sticks.
Yeah.
Well, look, the first thing is, as soon as the kid starts using any fucking word, either one, they're picking this up from somewhere. So somebody's throwing this around freely around the kid.
Usually older kids.
Yeah.
Usually. But if that's the case, you go, do you have the conversation with them like, oh, dude, I pitied the fuck out of this. She was a bit of a cunt, so it didn't matter. But I had a guidance counselor once who I got sent.
Oh, yeah, you told me.
Oh, yeah. I basically told somebody to go fuck themselves, and she was like, do you know what that word means? It's like, yeah, when you got a penis and vagina and, it goes in and like I've seen some movies, and she's just sitting there going, if she had pearls, she would have been clutching them. And, but yeah, I think having those conversations with a kid is going to be appropriate when it comes to language and stuff like that. Or if they have a question, but like, if you have to sit them down and kind of go, okay, here's this thing called sexuality, and we're going to like,
I'm not going to tell the kid it's not okay to be a faggot. I'm not going to say that. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe you're just going to imply it.
Maybe not that word.
That's what no. There's a reason as to why I said that.
No pillow biters in my house.
That's exactly why I'm saying I would not say that. And that's exactly why I said the word faggot. But back to Sean's point, you have to explain the human sexuality.
All right, look, I think part of where... I share the concern with you as far as we're getting a lot of people trying to slide in their own, what's the word I'm looking for here? Not initiative, but their own...
ideology.
Yeah.
That, exactly. In a sense. All right. The example I'm thinking of is there's that program where drag queens go into libraries and read for younger kids, right?
I've seen that.
Now, here's the thing. If we were just talking about fucking transvestites, like a man dressed like a woman, okay, that's fine. But we're talking fucking drag queens, okay? This is not, there is nobody, honestly speaking, I don't think anybody would honestly ever say that drag queens are not a fetishized, they're a fucking fetish is what it is, man. There's nobody like just going like, this is me in the like, no, this is me after like some amyl nitrates and some fucking ecstasy and, this.
Just normalized gimps.
Well, I always think about it like this, man. Like, look, we grew up with RuPaul. RuPaul had some class, man. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Like, and you could, don't be wrong. At the time we were kids, we were like, oh my God, that, first of all, like somebody, like I remember going like, oh, that's a dude. That's not just a weird chick. That's a dude. And then like kind of having years down the line going like, oh, he was being rather tame about that.
Yeah.
Like when you see him like out of like the whole costume and he's wearing like a blazer and all that shit, and just looks like he'd go to the Young Republicans meeting or something. It's just like, okay, go for it, man. But my point being is like we've normalized it to the point where we're not drawing any boundaries anymore. Like at the point where you start talking about like more and more now, I understand why like people used to bitch about like say the cheerleading costumes for high schoolers and even junior high.
Yeah,
it's like, yeah, no, you should be dressing up a young girl that way, like especially not to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I'm all for the fucking
like
the
those
pep
kid beauty pageants.
Oh yeah,
that I'm not gonna lie to you, that I have a problem with.
I can understand that.
But I mean, like a real problem. And I told my ex-wife, I was like, don't ever even significantly in any way, shape, or form suggest that we're doing that with our kid at any point in time.
Well, look, I genuinely believe until you've already had that conversation with your, young daughter, like,
they start them young, dog.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
yeah.
This is what I'm saying, though.
I've seen.
When you're talking about makeup and all that shit,
yeah.
you can talk about this whole, cultural customs. No, fuck you. It's a sexual signifier.
Yeah.
Red lips, fucking flushed cheeks.
Eyeshadow.
The whole,
exactly.
all of that is intended to signify certain fucking things.
And I've seen 2-year-olds, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That can they stumble to stand straight, and they're literally helping them to hold them up. But they got the full-blown high-heel shoes and pain and fucking, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not afraid to say this because I know what the fuck I am.
What gets me is like, people act surprised when one of them gets like kidnapped.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh, how could this happen?
No. And that's what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say. And I've made people feel uncomfortable when I say this. But what I say is, then you wonder why your 12 and 9-year-old daughter get kidnapped and raped. And I'm not, no, I mean.
Because that's a super loaded thing to say.
Well, I mean, what the fuck? Like, so, like, dressing up this 2-year-old, to accustom them to this, it's not gonna increase the chances of leading to that? I mean,
that's kind of victim blaming, though.
Why not?
You gonna blame your daughter for dressing a certain way?
No. I'm blaming the person, which normally is the parent, for doing that.
For allowing
it, is what I'm saying. But then I'm going with what you're saying of like, then you get surprised as to why these kids get kidnapped. Okay, maybe if you didn't put that message out there to these fucking pedophiles that we just finished talking about, you could my point is that you could prevent it to some extent.
Why can't we just live in a perfect world where there's no pedophiles?
Because that, yeah.
It's like vampires. The first one just kept passing it down.
Yeah. Now, the thing that sucks about that is that I truly do believe that, first of all, I do believe that it's a brain disorder, like people that are like pedophiles and shit. I really do think that you have something psychologically wrong with you. The thing that sucks is that I strongly believe that once you have it, it doesn't go away. There's no rehab.
There's not like a whole lot of talk about it. Like, I want to say primarily any pedophile is usually a man.
Yeah.
That kind of.
Well, I mean,
it's not 50-50, but it ain't. Yeah, it ain't 80-20 either. It's about 60-40, man. If you look at the numbers, yeah. I
lean with John on this one. I'm thinking it's like an 80-20.
I don't like especially with like school teachers. I don't like the whole like, oh, the math teacher was having sex with a young girl.
See,
but when the English teacher has sex with a young man, that's still rape.
Yeah, no, and I agree with you 100%. That's different, though. That's different.
No.
Let me explain. I'm not saying that by explaining it's gonna make me right. But what I'm saying is, when these teachers are fucking these kids, again, you're gonna tell me that I'm victim blaming. But I go back to the way that I was when I was a kid in school. Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay.
When I was in school, when I was 13 years old, I fantasized about fucking one of my teachers. So what I'm saying is that there's these teachers, right, that fuck these kids. But at this very today, I really don't believe that the teacher's gonna be the only one enticing that child. That kid did something to get that teacher's attention.
At what age is it? What's your cutoff age for that?
What do you mean?
So like a high school kid? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You were playing that. Middle school? What? Where is it not
bro
molestation?
From seventh grade moving forward.
You have an actual grade. Fuck you.
Yeah.
It's still molestation.
No, it is. But I'm saying that this kid instigated that too. Bro, because in 6th grade, my dick was hard, and at this point, I was fantasizing about a teacher. I still even fucking remember her name. Ms. Reed. We're gonna fuck the shit out of Ms. Reed. She was hot, bro. Now, this is the other problem, and it's not really a problem, but it's a factor that plays into it. I don't know if you noticed, but today's teachers, bro, don't look like the teachers in my day. These fucking teachers are getting younger and younger and younger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? That has a lot. Exactly.
Still molestation.
No, I'm not saying it's not.
If it's a 25-year-old teacher and a 6-year-old boy, she molested that boy.
I get you 1,000%. But what I'm saying is, at some point, this kid is going to have to take some responsibility from it's still molestation, but I'm saying this kid instigated this shit too.
Look, and there is a massive difference between
to finish off your point, in elementary, yeah, bro, that shit gets sketchy. I don't think a 4th grader and a 3rd grader instigated none of that shit. I do think that's fully blown on the fucking teacher. Now, I will go back to your 80-20 and 60-40 rule. In elementary, I really do feel that it's men, way more men doing it than women. I feel.
Possible. To be honest, the only numbers I was coming across like on a quick search were like 94%, which
holy shit.
That contradicts the shit out of some other stuff I've read. So,
yeah.
Because here's the thing: there's also the whole the social stigma around like, well, it's like, okay, we will probably never know how many men are raped not in prison, like just in daily life, because most men aren't going to tell you.
Yeah,
like they're not going to report that shit. So I think the same thing kind of happens when you get women that are fucking around with kids.
Yeah,
it's like, all right, that's not normal, but we just would separate them and not talk about that.
Did y'all see that?
Or they'll move school districts and they don't keep track of records.
Did y'all see that fucking that bitch that fucked that little boy in Mercedes or La Feria? It just came out like 2-3 weeks ago. The only reason I'm bringing this story up is because, going back to your point, the chick was 27 and the kid was 16, I think. 15, 16. My point is, I saw that.
That's molestation.
Yeah, no,
she coerced that child.
I got you. That's not my point.
I'm sure in some point he was okay with it, but you're taking an adult brain.
But that kid.
Okay, but let us make a clear distinction between statutory rape and like
that's
pedophilia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the likelihood is a 16-year-old is not going to be able to make that choice with a full, willing consent.
They had sex 6 times.
This is. Let me finish the fucking statement, man. That kid is already in his sexual fucking like.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they're called young adults for a reason.
I'm arguing this with him. I could tell we're kind of on the same page.
He's trying to tell you that like, yeah, it's still like, even like
it's fucked up.
Yeah, like you can't look. The reason we have that whole age thing, like
this is what I'm saying is that kid was 15.
Yeah.
At 15, I was already getting my dick hard. That's one thing. So the other thing, the other point.
Can I put a scenario together for you?
Hold on. Let me just tell you this.
All right, go for it.
So people were asking, how did this happen? How did this come about? Look, bro, I'm gonna just keep it 100% real with you. I saw that bitch's mugshot. She was wearing that jumper suit, right? That orange jumper suit already. I could see her big ass tits through the fucking. You know what I'm saying? So you're not gonna tell me that this kid was not attracted to that.
That's not what I'm saying at all.
Then I understand your point of it still being what it is.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is at some point, and I swear to you, I'm not stealing Dave Chappelle's bit or punchline, but it's true. At some point, this victim's gonna have to fucking take some responsibility for this shit. That's all the fuck I'm saying.
okay, here's the thing though, man. Going back to again, we have that age thing. It's not because like
I just think it's a gender thing.
Huh?
I also think it's a gender thing.
What do you mean exactly?
Okay, your daughter's 2.
Uh-huh.
In 14 years, she's going to be 16.
Yes.
How happy are you going to be if she has a 27-year-old boyfriend?
Not happy at all.
Okay.
Is he financially stable?
Okay. She comes to you 16, tells you they've had sex. What are you going to do?
Yeah, I probably would not. I would end up in jail.
It's different because it's a girl or possibly because it's your daughter.
No, you know what I would do? Great question. And again, you might not agree with me. The concept doesn't change. I get it. It's wrong. And you probably won't believe me because you're like, no, she's 2. You're not thinking about it. But no, I gotta keep it real with you.
Right.
I would ask her because she's 16, right? What did you do for this to come about? How did this happen? See what I'm saying? I would now to put this point into perspective, I would still be pissed,
Right.
because somebody took my daughter's virginity. That I'm like 99% sure that they're not going to get married and end up together and last the whole lifetime together.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So I would still be pissed. So your point is still valid. But what I'm saying is something happened for this event to happen. What I'm saying is that now is most of the responsibility from that 27-year-old? Yes, because they're more.
So why isn't that the same for the man and his female teacher?
Again, depending on the age. 16 years old, man or woman, you did something for this to happen.
Okay.
5 years old, in my point of view, you did nothing for this to happen. That teacher, that man, that woman totally took advantage of you.
Okay. So, at 16, you're pretty smart?
No, but your hormones are through the roof.
Okay, so you could be talked into just about anything.
Yeah. Because I was talked into.
You see my fucking point.
But that's okay. So then that's what we're saying. But we're talking about a 15 and a 16-year-old.
Yeah.
You're saying that
I'm not saying that the 16-year-old is not completely
that's what you said.
At fault. I'm just saying that's still.
No, not at fault. Was what you're arguing. That they're not at fault. Isn't that what you're arguing?
I'm saying there's some fault.
That's not what you were saying 10 minutes ago.
No, I was saying it's molestation, no
Yeah.
matter what.
Yeah.
Like you're molesting a child.
Okay.
That, in my eyes, a 6-year-old, 7-year-old, you're technically a child.
Yeah, I agree.
So why aren't they getting hit with those, like, actual crimes?
No, but they are. They're in jail. Are we talking about the grown person?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to jail.
I think there are very few jurisdictions that actually distinguish between underage and like legally underage and developmentally underage.
I'm a little bit confused. Where are you getting that they're not going to jail?
Happens all the time. They just switch school districts. Records get lost. It's super common with teachers, though.
The ones that we have seen recently.
Recently,
They've all been.
okay. How about the ones you haven't seen?
Well, we don't know about. So how is it that you know about them, but we don't? I'm now again. I get your point.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it never happens and it goes under the radar. I'm pretty sure. Again,
I'd also be willing to throw out there that there's probably a large percentage that just nothing ever happens.
Again, look, watch.
Kid sleeps with their teacher. They stop sleeping with their teacher. They move on with their fucking life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So another thing as to why, so you can kind of see where I'm coming from this perspective. Like, I'm a grown ass man now, but when I was 17, I was fucking this 35-year-old. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So what I'm saying is, first of all, I knew what was going on, and I wanted to do it with this person. Now, she was a lot smarter than me because she's grown, she knows what's going on, so on and so forth. Damn it, she even put the condom on correctly. You know what I'm saying?
I'd hope.
You know what I'm saying? So my point is, but that doesn't take away from the fact that I even, however which way you want to put it, I knew what was going on. I'll even up you one. I knew to a certain extent that what I was doing was wrong because I was 17 and she was 35.
Consider it like this, man. What if we let's reframe it like this: the statutory rape code being that okay, a 16-year-old is sexually developed or at least developing. You know, it's not. They are in the throes of the whole thing. You know what I mean? They are sexually capable, right?
Yeah.
And if they are capable of not only being sexually active, but being sexually active in a way that does not cause a detriment to them, you know what I mean? Yeah. They're not putting themselves in either emotionally or physically dangerous situations, and they manage to navigate that, by all means, let them do it. But we have the code because very often that 16-year-old is not. They're going to get themselves in some sort of mess. Yeah. They're going to involve themselves with somebody, you know. It's like it's like the whole thing. It's like, oh, you think a 16-year-old looks good? No, most 16-year-old looks like children. But every once in a while, you go, I'm going to need to see your ID.
Yeah, exactly.
So like, and of those, there's probably a smaller percentage that are mature enough to have that relationship.
And it goes back to your original argument, which I'm all for. I'm with you on it. Of like you at a very young fucking age, you start sexualizing these kids, and then all I'm fucking saying is it opens the doors to this bullshit that we're discussing now. I believe that if less people would do that and understand the fucking concept of what you're doing when you're putting makeup on your 2-year-old daughter, you know what I'm saying?
I kind of feel like we've opened Pandora's box and we can't close it.
No, I mean, we definitely can, but I'm just saying...
Not like right here, but I just mean like as a society in general.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like...
Like right here. I can shut your ass up pretty quick.
I think part of it is like people who don't know how to like not ask the... Not how to not ask the question.
I just want to throw this out there. I still talk to that 35-year-old. Well, she's not 35 now, right? But I mean,
was she that 84-year-old?
I don't know why I threw that out there, but just so you know, to this day, I still.
Freddie felt bad about them knees.
Did you buy her some new knees, Freddie?
No, but
I put some wear on them.
Well, I guess it's a good thing that I brought it up because I still talk to her today. I mean, we don't have sex anymore. We don't, but we don't. Straight up, we don't.
Now it's just gross.
I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I wish we would because she still look good. But anyway, that's a different point. I'm of age now too.
Yeah, it just ruined the thrill for her.
Are you mentally there, Fred?
So what I'm saying is, Now, to go back to your point and to kind of give your side on it as well, we've talked about it a couple of days now. A couple of times now. Not today, literally, but and now she feels every time we touch the subject, she feels weird about it. And then I don't make it any better when I tell her, well, you didn't feel weird about it back then. So
Yeah.
So she's coming into this woman's life, throwing salt on a wound.
pretty much. So, and I've even asked her, I was like, so why isn't that we can't do it now? But, we can't do it now because of other reasons, but I can't disclose.
Restraining orders.
Didn't get the stem cells for your dick, I see.
We'll stick with that.
Okay, fine. All right, so I got a legitimate question.
Yes.
My brother is
5 is too young, but okay.
31.
Oh. Yeah.
And
Dick
what if?
swinging.
Yes, he's mentally challenged.
Okay.
And what if someone had sex with him who was not?
Okay. So what's your question? Is it okay?
What would you
What's the
consider?
likelihood? I think some kink is involved.
No, I mean like, I want to say like mentally, he probably has the mental Help me out here. Words.
I want to say he said 8 years old at one point.
Yeah, like something like that.
Right.
But okay, I'm not being an asshole about it. I'm trying to put this into perspective. First of all, and I don't even need to talk about your brother. I just mean in general. Can this mentally retarded person, get an erection? First of all. Secondly, if they do get an erection, and it was clearly caused by a female, but you're saying he's of age, literally, right?
Yeah, he's 31.
Okay, so to answer your question directly, technically, and with everything that we've covered, and according to today's laws, that's fine.
It's kind of fucked up, though.
But I was gonna say, but going to your perspective, it's how, and I don't want to sound corny as fuck, but I don't know how else to say it. Going to how it makes you feel inside as a person, then that's something that you're gonna have to figure out. But does it make it wrong? Again, in the eyes of society, no. Because he's 31, remember?
He's also a huge son of a bitch.
I bet you in the eyes of society, people think it's wrong.
No.
But in the eyes of the legal system,
he's 31.
Society and legal system are two different things.
All right, hold on. Let me. This is coming from a.
Now, just to be clear, she's just trying to fuck him. She's not trying to become his legal guardian.
I'm sure.
She's not
I'm
trying
sure
to,
if he is getting laid, it's going to be legal guardian stuff because he gets a fat paycheck.
Okay, you're assuming though. Maybe she just wants that dick.
See that there. I
Looking
would
for somebody with a limited vocabulary.
There. Hold on. There, I would feel worse because now somebody's trying to take advantage of my brother, mentally ill brother, for financial gain.
As before, just taking advantage of him.
Yeah. Because, bro, again.
Just because you can get a boner doesn't mean anything.
All right, so let me ask you a question. If he gets a boner because he's turned on, are you going to jerk him off?
No.
Exactly.
Okay, there's medical cases of 2-year-old girls experiencing orgasms.
That's different.
How?
Because, again, going back to your argument from 20 minutes ago, the mind, what's the fucking word that you used? Use some fucking word.
Comprehension?
No. Anyway, with a 2-year-old, it's because I need that word, bro. With a 2-year-old, yeah, I can't explain it without that word.
All right, let's just
it's
be
not gonna make sense.
clear because you're bringing up. I see where you're going with that,
And I do. I'm not saying you don't have a point. I'm just saying that because he's still a grown man, technically, his hormones are still there. Again, I'm going off of what you're telling me because he gets an erection.
That is true. All that's true.
So somebody that like, let's say is mentally a little boy, and they don't get an erection, and then you have a woman that's looking at him as a grown man, and then that woman tries to force an erection on them by like pulling his pants down and trying to get his dick up. That's wrong. See what I'm saying? Do you see the difference though?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's fucking wrong.
I mean, I think it's kind of wrong either way.
He's 31,
right,
bro,
right. Let me-
and he has a hard dick. So.
Let me throw you a scenario. What if your brother was completely mentally capable, like just 100% across the board,
He would be jealous like a motherfucker.
especially with the donkey cock,
Okay.
which I only know about because you've mentioned it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's hard to miss.
By the way, that joke is
You've
genius.
seen it. You talk about it too. But okay, so completely all his faculties are there,
Yeah.
but he is undeniably butt ugly. Just hideous son of a bitch. Just unattractive, unequivocal.
There's a porn category for that. But okay.
Would you not still have the same suspicions about, say, financial or in some way being taken advantage of by a person who would fuck him then?
No, because what if he gets? Well, no, because what if he has really good dick? Like
She's
amazing.
still got to get past the rapping.
No, bro.
I mean, unless he's just like fucking, I'm doing nude beaches. I'm just gonna throw it out there right away.
Put my best foot forward. The whole
Put my third leg forward. Yeah. Best foot. I like that.
No, obviously, if he was butt ugly, but all there, and a woman was with him for his money, yeah, I'd tell him. I'd do it to a friend.
Okay. But
Freddy.
what I'm saying is, if you knew that the person he was with was like, say, you've got the suspicions, you're like, okay, you're fucking this chick. I don't know about her. Like, I wouldn't fuck you, So, I mean, maybe you say that to his face. Maybe you don't. I don't know what your relationship is.
Well, I
but
hope that you wouldn't be fucking him because he's your brother. But
it's one of those family
It's a
nights.
phrase, Freddy. It's a phrase.
If you weren't my brother, I'd be cornholing you all the time. But no, let's say you get to that point where you're like, oh no, she's legitimately just like sexually attracted to him. Like, now clearly you don't agree with her, proclivities, or you wouldn't be suspicious of it. But I'm saying the same thing. Like, if somebody finds your brother attractive, like
Right.
sexually, like. Because, I mean, it's either that. Either they find him sexually attractive, or they're just so dead inside that they're like, yeah, I'll fuck anybody. You know what I mean? Which
now,
might be an info out there that would just lay,
Just so you know, because we're talking about somebody that's mentally ill, let me throw a twist in the scenario. There is scientifically proven people that have a disorder in their brain that they will literally fuck anyone. Literally.
Yeah.
Just because it's sex. Like, their main point is, I'm gonna fuck this person because this person's gonna cause me an orgasm. That's their only mentality behind
I guess where I'm kind of trying to get at is
where is that wrong?
is there just an ick factor involved? Like, ugh, somebody'd fuck him? Or is it like,
It's not like
it's just unlikely. You think it's so unlikely that somebody would, let's say, out of genuine attraction, affection, whatever, fuck him, that like, it's not even worth running the risk.
Let me throw this other scenario going along with what you're saying.
Okay.
I personally know somebody with he's not a kid. He's 24 now, and he's severely autistic. But this dude like fucks left and right? But he can't get a regular girl because he's autistic. But he likes to fuck. So, keep in mind he's autistic, but he fucks hookers. And he tells his dad, I'm gonna fuck a hooker because I want to fuck. That's literally what he tells him, right? And his dad, I mean, I kind of get it, you know. As a dad, you want your son to experience whatever, you know. But like his dad kind of allows him to. He tells him, I was like, hey, dude, if you're gonna do it, the only thing that I ask is let me know at least what hotel you're gonna be at in case something happens. I need to know where you're at. Right. Mm-hmm. And he's actually gone sometimes to pick him up from the hotel. So my question is, this kid is paying.
So you're telling me that kid's drove in to pick up hookers?
Yeah.
So he can drive.
No.
Like you said, how old did you say this dude?
25, I think, 24. Yeah.
Right.
So he can drive. Like he has.
Yeah. I mean, from what I can understand. But he's not, again, going to with what you're saying.
He has the mental faculties enough to drive, call a hooker, set up an appointment. Yeah, I'd say he has a comprehension of an adult.
But he's autistic.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so then what's really different?
My brother can't cook for himself.
Right, but he still has
can get an
the
erection,
urge.
bro.
Okay.
So why is it different?
Because he has like mental faculties of a child.
Would you have an objection to a hooker fucking him?
Yeah. Kind of would.
Why?
Would you let a hooker fuck your 9-year-old son?
He's not 9.
Is he 31?
Exactly. This is where this whole argument, in my point of view, becomes invalid because he's 31. Now, if you would have said, I have a 10-year-old brother and he's retarded and a hooker's trying to fuck him, then I'd be like, child services.
I have a 10-year-old brother who's a fucking genius. Would you let hooker fuck him?
No, because he's 10.
Did he earn the money himself?
Yeah, he traded stocks and everything.
At that point,
I'm not saying
I'm open to negotiation.
That it's illegal. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying that
I don't like. It's fucking weird. Not that it's weird. It's kind of fucked up because this person with.
Because you know
the
way that I see it. Again, that's why my emphasis
outside the window with his pants down.
My emphasis was, does this person get an erection? Because we're all men in here, and we exactly know what the fucking erection is and what it feels like. So, my point of view is, you are figuratively, in a way, getting in the way of this dude getting off.
Okay.
Because of a certain way that you feel.
When did you get your first erection?
When I was 11.
Okay. Should you have been fucking people?
No.
Should you have been fucking someone at 11?
No, but that's
okay. So an erection really doesn't dictate anything at that point.
How do you know?
Just because you get an erection doesn't mean you should be.
No, but how do you know that your brother doesn't get an erection because?
Because I'm fairly sure he doesn't understand.
Has he ever? And again,
you ever caught him pulling on it?
No.
Never once? Never like rubbed up against furniture in an odd way?
Yeah. No, that's a legitimate question. Like,
no, he has not done that. The most thing is like a ball itch.
So he's never been just self-sexually active in any fashion?
And now if that was a thing, I'd feel different about it.
Oh.
Okay.
Because then he's kind of realizing
that it's
pleasurable. Maybe
so even if it's
so you're like 99% sure your brother doesn't even masturbate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well then that might be a okay.
Then okay.
You were beaten off at 11 or whenever the fuck you got your first boner?
If you would have said this shit 40 minutes ago, the conversation would have been different.
What clock did you look at?
No, I just figurative motherfuckers. I know you're retarded, but you're not that retarded.
I guess my point was...
Yeah. So now I'm trying to figure out your point.
From a moral standpoint, it's fucking weird. From a legal standpoint, he's 31.
Again, if you would have said that 40 minutes ago, Like no, hold on. The moral part. I didn't hear you mention the moral part at all. If you would have said morally, I feel this way, then I would have understood. Okay, I get you.
Okay.
And then I would have also said, morally, I feel a certain way about it. Me, not you. Me, then morally, yeah, then I do feel a certain way. Yeah. Because when you include morals into it, it turns into a different conversation. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, philosophically, I get where you're coming from. Morally, I think you're being a douchebag and a cockblock, but these are where, we have different experiences, you and I.
I mean, yeah, that is a fair statement.
And I would feel a lot worse if I find out that some regular chick is fucking my retarded brother for like financial gain.
I think you'd feel bad about it just because you're not getting fucked.
No, like
I'm just saying, like, all right, like your brother again, not a small man, and as you've pointed out many times,
he's hugged
not
you. You felt it on your thigh.
No, I didn't get close because you warned me. What I was going to say was if somebody
like a fucking dried summer sausage.
If somebody tried to hurt him physically, like he would be more than capable of just getting them the fuck away from him. Like he'd be able to.
Again, I mean, is he mentally
not even
that?
I mean,
he's not a small man.
He's not, but he doesn't he won't ball a fist. Like he just kind of.
Have you ever gotten in a fight with him?
But if somebody's touching him in some place that he doesn't want to be touched, he's capable of like swatting a hand away.
Yeah, like he can probably, I can do that.
Okay, so I'm saying if you walked into a room and his new girlfriend was sitting there giving him a handy under the blanket, like you'd know, well, he at least consented on some level to that.
See, that's weird because I feel like it's playing more to
her,
like an instinctual side of his brain.
And you do know that scientifically exists, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why.
So what then?
I'm saying don't cock block your brother.
Yeah.
I'm just worried about like a loss of innocence, I guess.
Oh, bro, you want me to tell you something? The minute that you told me that he gets erections, that shit went out the window for me.
Well, like what I told you about these fucking toddlers. Like having orgasms.
That's different, bro.
Yeah, that's nerve tissue, man. That happens all the way back in the womb.
Exactly. And this
not even talking about nerve tissue. I'm talking about.
But this doesn't apply to your brother, though. I really do think that this is going to sound fucked up.
I think John's just uncomfortable with anybody applying anything to his brother.
I'm more than happy to change the subject now.
We're actually, Jesus, we were fucking spending almost 30, 45 minutes on that. Good times.
I enjoyed it.
How do we have these sunshiny conversations?
There was points when you brought up like the trans thing, and I want to get into like trans sports.
And you didn't. You should have.
Because you're a loud fucker.
I'm loud, motherfucker.
And you keep fucking going. Your legs don't run, but your fucking lips do.
That mouth, though. Yeah.
What time are we at?
We are almost at the 2-hour mark right now.
Gotcha.
John, you want to put some stuff out there? The shop.
Not your dick.
Don't want to scare you away now.
If you got a time schedule for the shop.
This would be a great time to put that in. I work at a House of Tattoos in downtown McAllen.
Word.
We specialize in custom tattoo designs and piercings.
How about that tribal?
We'll even do tribal.
They don't like it, but they'll do it.
We kind of don't like it, honestly. Has been popular for a long time.
I don't know how to feel about getting a tattoo at a place that doesn't enjoy doing that particular
tattoo. Now you're twisting my words.
It's not very pretty, and I don't like doing it. Right on. So, House of Tattoos.
House of Tattoos, downtown McAllen, right next to Casino Ray. We'll do
We'll do anything for you.
We will close the curtains, turn the lights down, and make you feel special.
We're all about customers.
And also get you a tattoo.
Yeah, just trim that up, make that better.
You think we got all this lubrication for moisturizing? Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, man. Okay, so
Real quick, weirdest one you've done so far? Piercings, tattoos, whatever.
tattoo. I'm gonna tell you the scary ones. I was tattooing like my mom behind the ear. I was doing like a Minnie Mouse.
Your mom?
My mom behind her ear. She
Tell me
wanted a
this.
Minnie Mouse because my niece loves Minnie Mouse, and she's like, "Oh, let me get it for my granddaughter." Okay, so I'm going. Came out really nice. Scariest part of that when I tattooed my fucking finger with her needle. I put my fucking machines down. I was like, "Bitch, you better be clean."
That's funny.
Yeah, bloodborne illness, kids. It's
Yeah.
serious. Did you give your contacts, man?
Oh yeah. Shit,
You can't even remember them.
I can't. Dude,
Really,
it's
bro?
fucking-
I know you're John W. Thomas on at least Facebook.
I'm John Wesley Thomas on Facebook. For Instagram, I'm XLiveJohn. And for Twitter, I don't have a Twitter.
And my free cams.
Now that, sir, is too bold.
Okay, Freddy.
You can find me on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter across the board at Freddy G. When does this episode come out?
This episode will come out this Friday, which is the 27th, 28th.
27th.
Oh,
27th.
shit, then I think it would be a little too... Yeah, I was going to say I have a show, but yeah, it'll be too late by then.
Yeah.
So yeah, just follow me on social media. More shows to come. I'm trying to land my very first show out of state. So I'm kind of... And they actually want me to headline.
Oh.
Shit.
I
How much?
didn't say I was ready to do it,
I mean, you can do an hour.
bro.
Just really milk the whole walk up to the stage.
I was about to say thank you, man, but fuck you now.
I mean, that still doesn't change the fact that you can do the other 45 minutes.
Yeah, but I don't want to give too many details yet because the booker told me that if I'm ready to do it, I can like, dude, if you basically said if you want the gig, you got it. It pays this much. I'm not gonna say this on air, but it pays this much. If you want it, you can have it in your headline. The problem is getting up there.
What you need to do is you need to set up shows in between here and there and just connect the dots. And if you're real slick, you can do it backwards too.
Yeah. The problem is that they don't pay very much when you do it.
Well, if you're going up there and it's a however long trip and you hit a place every fucking night and back.
Yeah, this motherfucker act like I have fucking bookers all the way all over the fucking U.S. Motherfucker, if I had that, I wouldn't be here right now.
Don't all you little crippled people got a union or something?
I should start that shit at least. That was a good one.
Thank you.
But yeah, man. So might happen if I can figure out a way to get up there. Once again, that GoFundMe page would come into play. But yeah, I'm pretty stoked about that. What I'm saying is I'm gonna work really hard to come up with that money to cover the trip because it doesn't pay me. Bro, the flight is too expensive, bro. Especially for those dates. It's supposed to happen sometime at the end of December or the beginning of January. So fuck.
I bet if you start walking, you'll make it.
Somebody will take pity on you and drive you there.
So yeah, I'm pretty stoked about it. If the flight wasn't an issue or the financials to get the flight wasn't an issue,
What about
I would
bus?
definitely. Oh fuck. That is an option.
That is an option. Or like I said, in between, try to set something up.
Yeah.
Do maybe one stop, it doesn't gotta be living that road dog life. Come on.
But I'll figure it out. I'll see if
Yeah.
I can do it. And that'll be like I said, sometime in December or January if it does happen. Other than that, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Freddy G.
Oh, and since it's coming out Friday, I just had a show on the 26th. I did great. What's up, Laredo?
Awesome.
What's up, Laredo? How are you doing? Roast battles.
Yeah.
But you ain't got me or Jess in it? That ain't a battle.
Y'all just practicing.
Practicing.
I totally agree with you on that. Y'all would have, if y'all would have gone, y'all would have, like the other roast battle. Yeah, I said it, I proudly said it. I was like, if you motherfuckers would have gone John and Jesse in this shit. But then you know what I also thought? I think they would have wanted the show to continue. I think they would have cut that shit short. You motherfuckers can't say that. I could already see it. I could already see the owner be like, okay, Jesse, rape, dogs, bestiality. And Jesse would have been like, well, fuck, what did you bring me for?
I would have still said it.
And that was just your first joke.
I think he showed up after we had your party, right?
Which, where?
It was your birth. It was your
your
birthday party.
The roast, yeah. Dude, let's be honest. I was blackout drunk before that thing came to an end. I think I was blackout drunk before I finished giving my speech.
Yeah, but I was in rare form that day.
Somewhere. Well, I take that back. I don't know for sure, but there is a distinct possibility that there is video evidence of that night. Let us all pray that it never comes to the light of day.
I hope it does. I was the only one that fucking wrote for that. All the other comedian friends were like, oh, he's having such a hard week. Fuck him.
Johnny, this is why I love you.
Pressure makes diamonds, people. Pressure makes diamonds.
Or serial killers.
That's fucking good.
I know where you live.
It took you a week to find your wallet. It took you a whole week to find your wallet.
Damn, that was good. You need to write that shit down. That was hilarious. Pressure makes diamonds. Or serial killers.
Okay, if you'd like to find me.
Serial killers named Wesley.
Or Emery. If you want to find the audio version of this hold on. You can find me at hatfieldstandup@gmail.com as well as hatfieldstandup on Facebook and Twitter. My phone number's on there, so if y'all got fucking problems, come find me.
It is on there?
Yeah.
I've never seen it on there. On your Twitter?
You and everybody else that's not booking me. So...
I need to change mine, speaking of that. I have mine on the front fucking...
Not everything's about you, Freddy.
Can I give my social media?
Can you let Sean get through his pathetic...
Fuck you, I got more Twitter followers than him.
Yeah, all right.
He does.
I don't count Instagram. That's just pure Satanism. So hatfieldstandup@gmail.com, hatfieldstandup on Facebook and Twitter. If you want to find the audio version of this podcast, you can go to shoutengine.com/bouncing brains. You can listen to new episodes premiering. Let's go ahead and mention that. We're only putting out one new episode a week from now on. You can still listen Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on RGV Titan at 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. But the new episodes will be premiering on Friday, again, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. So there's that. But again, if you want to find the audio version, shoutengine.com/bouncing brains. You can go on YouTube, search Bouncing Brains, like, share, subscribe. We're still trying to get that custom URL. If you'd like to reach out and get in touch with us, it's bouncingbrainspodcast@gmail.com, as well as Bouncing Brains Podcast on Facebook, Bouncing Brains on Twitter and Instagram. And that is it. John, stop trying to fucking show porn to the camera.
It's just my Instagram. I'm trying to get more followers.
Go ahead and repeat that Instagram again.
It's XLiveJohn.
Nobody gives a shit.
That was awesome.
XLiveJohn at Instagram.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it. Thanks for coming, folks.
Keep it tight.
Keep it tighter.
And well lubed.
Yo, bro. That episode was fucking